not who I am, 100%. There's no evidence of me literally, you know what I'm saying, hitting a girl or anything like that. Me and my ex joke about it or whatever things, but I'm not that type of person, literally.
A girl right now, one of the girls right now slapped you. What would you do?
I'm going to uppercut her.
I ain't gonna lie, he out of pocket for that. But I mean, he said it. The Deshae Frost files are disturbing by Omizi. I ain't gonna lie, act surprised that Deshae Frost is in the headlines again, man. Apparently this time I think he had accusations of hitting a joint he was doing a stream with or some shit. I don't know. It seemed like there's always some controversy with women around this man's name, bro. But let's just see what's going on.
Before we get this video started, I want it to be clear and known, not only to the viewing audience, but also to the YouTube algorithm and person that inevitably may be watching this a part of some sort of review process. This is not me encouraging, condoning, praising, or anything of the nature in regards to any sorts of violence that's being talked about in this video. This is just commentary, my criticisms and my critique of the nature of this person in question and the actions that were done. If anything, this is condemning, not condoning. This is disapproval, not dedicating content to dismiss the actions. No, 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 no. Somebody's about to get cooked here.
But just simply, you know, I have a mother, I have a mom, I have a sister, I have 2 sisters, a little baby, and that's not who I am, 100%. There's no evidence of me literally, you know what I'm saying, hitting a girl or anything like that. Me and my ex joke about it or whatever things, but I'm not that type of person, literally.
A girl right now, one of the girls right now slapped you. What would you do?
I'm going to uppercut her.
You know, my mother always told me what you do.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, he out of pocket for that. But I mean, shit, he said it. You said it. You gotta be careful what you say nowadays. I mean, unless like you just don't give a fuck. Shit, I feel like that's obvious that that's a joke. But I mean, shit, now you in a situation where that's being used against you, my boy.
The dark will always come to the light. And the crazy thing about the internet and the digital age that we live in is that everything recorded is stored somewhere. That silly college video you have where you had makeup on that you saved to Snapchat is somewhere in the ethos. All Instagram videos are archived forever. And if you have a video of you being on a boat where you slapped a woman, best believe somebody caught it on camera and best believe that it will resurface. Over this past weekend, Deshae Frost went through this exact same phenomenon that I'm talking about, where his skeleton started to spill out of the closet. A video resurfaced of him placing hands on a woman on a boat in Miami.
Damn.
And instead of clearing his name and fleeing the scene and all these other things like that and going for some real retribution, he kept digging a hole, which he always does. I don't know if he is the descendant of some shovel makers, but he is a continuous hole digger, and he continuously flies too close to the sun, and now he's officially getting burned. There's this cycle of doing something bad, saying that he's sorry, defending himself, and laughing it off, manipulates the audience to believe that they should let him get over this incident, doesn't learn from his mistake, and then ultimately the cycle continues. The question is that I have for the audience is, when is enough enough?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Go. Oh shit. Go. Yeah. Nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm just come downstairs, bro.
I think myself, just like others at first when
Alright, I don't think they showed it, obviously. I have heard a little bit about this situation already. From what I've seen, allegedly, there's another clip, I don't know if it's legit or not, from another angle of him doing something and it looks like he's hitting her or not. I don't know if that's 100% or not. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. This is like a little bit of old situation. I ain't gonna lie, I'm late as shit. But I don't know how much validity there is in that, but I don't know what to think right now, bro. But I didn't know this was old. I thought this was like something recent that had happened.
they seen this video, thought that it was some sort of skit or prank. And I had thought to myself, man, this is the lowest of stoops that anybody can go to. I understand prank culture on the internet and it kind of holds no bounds, but in the big 2026, pranking about hitting a woman should not be a thing. But then the video of the argument that led up to this incident came out, and I knew for a fact, oh, this guy is cooked.
So what y'all talking about?
Wait, what happened? Oh shit.
Who the fuck? I'm here, bro. I'm talking to you. You can hear me talking? It's good, bro. It's on camera.
I will whoop your motherfucking ass out here. Wait, stop finna take my hair out. I'm not about to look dumb on camera.
Alright, I'm finna show you. You got me fucked up.
Bro, alright. I would like to think a nigga isn't dumb enough to do some shit like this where there's literally hundreds of cameras everywhere. Like, we literally live in an age where you can't even fucking breathe without getting recorded, bro. Like, I would like, and especially for somebody like him, an internet personality, I would like to think that niggas are smarter than that, to crack off like that. Obviously, we're not. There's a lot of people that do a lot of dumb shit on camera and don't care that they're being recorded, but bro, you gotta, like, come on, gang. If you know this is like what you're doing, I'm not a Deshae Frost fan. I'm a heavy advocate about this nigga being a weirdo, but I'm always gonna preach for somebody to be the best version of themselves, you feel me? So in a situation like this, if you're obviously upset with it, you should be removing yourself and like handling this like a grown-ass man instead of handling it right here for all the cameras to see. And because you couldn't control your emotions and because you didn't have that awareness, now you're in a predicament like this, bro.
Amir gonna have to shoot my motherfucking ass.
Like, bro, what?
You don't be in this bitch dead. Go get a mirror.
Amir!
Go get a mirror. They're calling you. Get a mirror for me.
Yeah, we talking about
We're finna send her home tonight. Yeah, I know, 100%. All right,
you don't gotta send me the fuck shit, nigga. The fuck, I'm gonna send my motherfucking soul.
I don't even know who you are, dumbass.
He doing that shit for camera. He talking about something. I brought you here and it's just like you're using me. I said use you.
Oh, I just peeped. It didn't click initially. This was back when he was doing that little show or whatever he was doing. I didn't even peep.
Fuck are you talking about?
You dumbass, poor ass.
You dumb?
You talking about?
Don't ever play with me. I'm not one of them. It's 8 bitches on this yacht. Why you want to choose me out of everybody? Why me?
The rumor mill has it that Deshae Frost and the young lady involved got into an argument because she did not want to have sex with him. And I will say that may line up with the evidence that we have about Deshae's overly aggressive sexual demeanor, which we'll get into a little bit later in the video. But never did I ever think, or did anybody ever think, that this would cause him to place hands on her. Hell, let alone these insane threats about getting physical with one another that they were going into. Now, one thing I will say about the internet, it's something that I've always shared, is that we have the ability to see both sides of the story. Remember, this situation happened some time ago, and now we have video evidence of the young lady telling her side of the story. And some of what she said is corroborating some of the rumor mill that is out there about Deshae Freaky Frost and his inability to control his ego, his desires, and what ultimately would lead to him placing hands on her.
Like, a lot of the girls that was on the show with me, they had sex with Deshae. I never had sex with him. He wanted to have sex with me. I didn't want to have sex with him. The night before the video that's going viral right now, I came up with a plan because he told me the night before, like, when we get on the boat, I'm going to call you downstairs to the boat. I'm going to tell all the girls to go upstairs and I want to have sex with you. I'm not paying that nigga no mind. So when he tells me that, I come up with a plan and I tell the other girls, I'm like, tomorrow he going to try to have sex with me. I'm going to need y'all to, like, keep me with y'all and be like, no, she not going downstairs. Like, the day of the boat come, we go through with
See, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I'm not a Deshae Frost fan. This is some down bad behavior, bruh. I mean, I'm not even surprised, bruh. We already knew what be going on behind the scenes with a lot of these girl content situations. And Deshae Frost, like I said, I'm not a big fan. And because of shit like this, he has that history of just doing a bunch of out-of-pocket shit for content. And it's just making him look honestly kind of disturbing, like almost predator-like. And what she's describing, if it's true, because we don't, I'm still saying I don't know if it's true or not. That ain't cool, gang. Like, you already getting money out of it, you gotta fuck too. Like, damn, I know the bitch look good, but damn, be like, yo, you trying, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, bro, drawn.
The plan. He peeped the plan. He's mad as shit. He like, they're trying to keep her up here. I want her to come down here. No, I don't want to have sex. Like, it's all because I didn't want to have sex, y'all. And he found out that I told the other girls that I didn't want to have sex with him. And he got mad and he snapped. Took my wig, hit me. I was drunk, y'all. I didn't remember how he hit me. I just know he had hit me.
I don't think I need to highlight how disgusting this situation is. We've seen Deshae Frost on stream.
You know what? One more thing I will say that we do need to question. Why was nobody talking about this at the time when it happened? Like, we do need to talk about that. If not her, why wasn't somebody in the cast crew, somebody, one of the other girls? Y'all had this plan to help protect her. Why ain't y'all protect her in the moment she allegedly got hit, bro? I'm gonna still use that word because you never know, bro. You never know, honestly. But right now, it's just not looking good for Deshae.
countless times pressure young women into sexual encounters and interactions over and over and over again. And this time he took it way, way, way too far and decided to place hands on her. The word out on the street is that this is what he basically does. He gets these young female streamers, content creators, or whatever they may be, try to seclude them in different areas, get them inebriated as much as possible, and then attempt to press up on her. And the sad part about this is we've seen this play out in real time.
What y'all been doing?
Hey, I gotta rush him.
Huh?
I gotta rush him. Come on.
No, it's okay. I'm with. What y'all been doing?
I'm drinking and shit. You good? You lit?
I was about to say, you could tell he drunk as a skunk in this shit. God damn, that nigga tore up.
I saw you lit. I saw you lit.
That nigga fucked up.
Y'all got some bottles?
Whoa.
But now we're getting the full scope as to what he is capable of. And if this video did not exist, I wonder how people would even be handling any sorts of conversation about this topic had she had come out any sooner. People were already questioning as to why this young lady didn't press any charges, or why she didn't speak out about this, or why nobody took this more seriously. And I would go as far as to say it's because the internet doesn't take these situations more seriously. Even with a rap sheet like Deshae, I don't think anybody would have said, you know what, it's really possible that he had done this. But for what it's worth, I've seen Deshae Frost over the past couple of years, and he is feeling himself. He is on some ego tripping power type shit. I think we can all confidently say this now that we have seen this video in 4K, 1080p. I don't know what type of phone this guy had, but nonetheless.
I'm not in favor of that, and I know I joke and I say, oh yeah, if a girl hit me, I'm gonna hit her or whatever, some shit like that, but no, those are jokes. Like, I'm really being serious. Don't ever put your hand on a woman, and if you can't, just literally walk away. If you have to, you just walk away, because that's better than anything else, and you don't want to put yourself in a situation in which I'm currently in. First I want to say is I will never, ever put my hands on a girl who's never put their hands on me.
One of the reasons why I waited to make this video is because
See, I can't. I'm trying to play from like logical about it, because we have seen time and time again where niggas get these accusations and it's proven that they're not true. But we do have, is very much more so than often, we have cases like these and they are true. And it's sad, but I'm constantly questioning everything because we don't have the full lens. Everything is already skewed. Like, he just said that if she had spoke out at the time about it, it wasn't going to be taken as seriously. I personally feel like it's about to be taken even less seriously now. Like, he's getting the backlash for it. If this was a true event, then okay. But still, there's always that question like, yo, why? Like, and she already knows how that stigma is about waiting to speak out about shit like that. Like, this should have already been like spoken about, bro. That's why I'm just not understanding, bro.
Because one, I kind of had some other things that I had lined up. Two, usually when you attack a creator like this, there's armies of people that come after you and try to get your channel packed up and clapped and stuff like that. But at this point, I don't think there's any defending this. And three,
yeah,
I really
it's
did
not
want to
really,
wait to hear what Deshae had to say. I don't know why, but I really felt like this was some sort of clip farm and skit. You know, demented as it may be, I know that content creators and streamers are money hungry, view hungry, all these other things. So they would go as far as to do something like this. We talked about it maybe a video or two ago with these pred catches that are going on. And I think that this would be another example of that. But as I see the contradictions that lie in this apology video that Deshae Frost put out just last night, it made it become abundantly clear. Oh, this man is not only a liar, not only egotistical, but a narcissist on top of all of that. In this video, Deshae goes back and forth about whether or not it's okay or not okay to hit a woman. In one telling of the tale, he says it's never okay to hit a woman in any circumstances, any conversations, anything that happens to you, you just walk away. But then at the beginning of the video, he talks about how it's okay as long as she puts hands on you first. The problem with this video and this encounter and this interaction, because we have a good amount
That's very contradicting. That's very contradicting. And then that video don't help, bro. Because, like, I could get if it was, like, some clip farm and shit, but that shit wasn't even, like, a clip. Like, nobody knew about this shit until now. Like, some shit that happened, like, I'm assuming over a year ago. So that is, like, it's hard to believe. Like, you feel me? And like he said, it's very understandable that you can believe this about this nigga, bro, with his history and the way he behaves around women. Like, it's very easy to believe that he did some shit like this. So I don't know. And then he's sitting here he's contradicted himself in his response to, like, Deshae, Freaky Frost, you might be cooked. gang.
These
Thank you,
things is
This
that we never
it.
see this young woman put her hands on Deshae first. In the
this
video
is it.
where they are arguing, it's about 7 minutes long. It's available on the internet. He threatens to put his hands on her multiple times.
Bro, he didn't even say that. He threatened to kill the bitch. He threatened to get her shorty killed, bro. He said somebody will have to shoot me. He said they'll do it. Like, you'll be dead on this boat. Like, bro, what? Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
In that video.
Bro.
So with no physical action from her and with continued threats and then ultimately physical action from Deshae, I've got to call cap.
This is not something who I am. I don't have a track record of doing this to women and doing this type of shit to women, no matter what image I put on the internet for y'all to see.
Line number 2 is that Deshae Frost says that he doesn't have some sort of track record of doing this type of stuff to women. And for what it's worth, on video, I have never seen him put his hands on a woman before besides this one. But he does have a track record of harassing women, both sexually and non-sexually, and jokingly, quote unquote, threatening them. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't jokingly threaten people over and over and over again, especially not women. Like, I just don't understand that concept. And the rest of the apology, he brings in some of the similar tropes that, you know, creators always do. He leans on religion as a way to pull on heartstrings of the audience.
It's just another thing. And, you know, my God is showing me things that I need to maybe sit down and see things and trying to work hard and working hard, and the devil's working, but it's all okay though. I take full responsibility. I apologize. I take accountability for the things that
I don't like that. Why? How come every time one of these niggas fuck up, it's always, I know God that got better. Like, they always start copping Jesus, please, bruh.
happened, and all I can do is move on from it.
And then in his conclusion, he talks about how he's been through so much on the internet, but with the help of the community and his circle, he can always bounce back.
You gotta push through and keep going. And that's pretty much what it is. I feel like you guys know I've been through a lot of shit on the internet. A lot of shit on the internet for all these years. And you know, this is another thing that you push through and keep going and keep thriving. And yeah, it's a moment that I'm not really proud of.
Yeah, as if he's not the one causing the drama to surround his name. He tries, just like other content creators who have been through situations like this, to manipulate this audience, these onlookers that, you know, seemingly support him, seemingly love him, seemingly respect him, into believing that, you know, these are all one-off instances, that he is somebody who is deserving of their sympathy, you know, that he is somebody who should have instant retribution from a community that has watched him and supported him for a long time.
Don't ever put your hand on a woman. And if you can't, just literally walk away. If you have to, you just walk away, because that's better than anything else. And you don't want to put yourself in a situation in which I'm currently in.
As y'all can tell, y'all probably seen Deshae's vlog, and y'all seen we were taking shots at this little arcade place. We were there taking shots or whatever, and I probably took like maybe 3 shots. I was drunk. So boom, make a long story short, we left, and y'all seen that we had went to a dinner. When we were at the dinner, I was still drunk, like, and Deshae had me take another shot. He just kept telling me, take shots, take shots, take shots.
Oh,
and
he wanted them. He wanted them. Here, you want something? Here, take something to drink, bro. Like, bro, that's creepy. You try and get a bitch all fucked up so she could fuck, yeah? Like, she can't even consent at that point, bro. Where's the fun in that, yeah? Like, you knowing that you sitting there, oh, I cracked. She was fucked up, but I cracked. Like, nigga, like, that's weird, bro. Like, you need a bitch to be not in her right state of mind in order to fuck you, bro. That's weird.
I have no party pooper, so I mean, I was taking my shots, but I only took like 3 or 4 shots. Like, I didn't have hella shots, and I'm not a lightweight. So for me to I got I literally blacked out that night. Like, I got blackout drunk. So I remember I went to the bathroom at the dinner or whatever, and when I came back out, like, Deshae had bagged up all the food, but I'm drunk. I had questioned it in my head, but since I'm drunk, I really didn't overthink it. Like, it was just like a thought of like,
You about to say, let's go back to the spot.
So we get to Deshae's house. I really don't remember anything. I remember taking my shoes off at the front door, and I don't remember nothing else. I'm not gonna lie. I just remember waking up in Deshae's bed naked, and when I woke up, I kind of knew what happened, because why am I naked? I don't remember taking my clothes off. So I was confused on why the fuck am I naked?
Now, going forward in the video, I am not making
That's
any
crazy.
sorts of allegations about what Deshae Frost did to anybody. As these people make their claims in their videos, the only thing that I am doing going forward will be acknowledging how there's this pattern of ego and power that he continuously has displayed throughout the course of his career, but not making.
And I could understand that. And that's why, like, I'm still asking these questions, because there's questions that need to be asked, you feel me? But at the same time, I'm not pushing it past this nigga. I'm not just absolving him of him possibly doing this trifling ass shit. You feel me? Like, bro, it's very possible, bro. Very possible. Nothing these niggas do, these Instagram streamer niggas, nothing that they could do that surprises me now, bro. Like, I don't put it past anybody. None.
Making any explicit claims. I want to make that 1,000% clear. Before Omar calls anybody an ist or has committed a crime, then we need to have these people call it plain, have the evidence, all these different things like that. Now, with that being said, where there is smoke, there is fire. And that's what I don't understand about the internet and society today. People think that a simple apology is enough for forgiveness. But the way that I operate, and I think a lot of people do operate in the same fashion, is that, hey, once you have a pattern about yourself, then ultimately a duck is a duck if it quacks.
Yeah, bro.
If it walks like one, and if it eats bread from somebody's pond. There are multiple videos describing Deshae Frost's abuse and alleged abuse of women that he streams with. Beyond the young lady that he did hit on the boat that we saw on footage, there are also a ton of videos that make the same claims just as this. These things also spill into his on-camera persona. Remember that time in which he went to Target and decided to press up aggressively on a young woman who was in Target?
I'm not gonna lie, bitch, you look good as fuck.
Bro, this video got, this shit had me so tight, bro. And then this dumb bitch, I'm gonna call her out of her name because that's what she is, a dumb bitch sitting there defending this nigga while I was going, like, bro, this shit got me so tight.
For real shit. Like, I'll fuck you
Got
right
me
now.
so tight.
Can I get your number and shit? We can get some food? No? No, you not fuck with it? Like, bro, bitch, you look good as fuck. I'll fuck you right now, though.
Like,
no?
And every single time he gets caught up in these instances, there's this whole attempt to garner sympathy from a mass audience in order to sway them to be back on his side.
I just wanted to be sorry though for her and just being her for her family. That's really what, like, her hearing that, her having to, because you don't know people's stories and people's backstories on anything they go through. People go through a lot of, trauma, whatever, and that's just my fault trying to think content first in certain situations. Some people are cool. Some people are cool with like all jokes and public pranks. Some people aren't, and some people don't want to deal with that. So,
nigga, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. What in your right mind makes you think that that's a joke, my nigga? Like, if I go up to you, if I went up to your little sister, you got a little sister, nigga. This is what everybody is saying about this certain situation. You have a little sister. So if I went up to her and be like, yo, bitch, you fine as fuck, I'll fuck you right now, bro. You gonna be sitting there wanting the bub, bro. Like, it don't, like, come on, gang. We ain't about to do that, bro. We ain't about to do that. You just being on some nut shit.
That's my fault trying to do that, and I apologize. And I just now I take full accountability for that, man. Honestly, the brother, like, you do what you're supposed to do as a brother, like, have a conversation. If I heard that, I would do that. I'm sorry. I'm just more deeply sorry for your family having to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Especially from a stranger.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga ain't sorry, bro. Cause if he was really sorry, he would have never started wolfing back at the brother in the first place.
Like, who wants to hear somebody say that to their daughter? But definitely I learned from that shit for sure. And I definitely, what else? She's 20 years old. She's 20 years old. She's not 14 or whatever. I don't know why TikTok tried to make it seem like it was some crazy ass shit.
He's even willing to go leaps and bounds in order to make his name better after these situations. During the same time of the young lady Target prank incident, he even got advice from ḽʀᴜᴜ saying that he should just cleanse his hands, stay away from all girl content, and not be associated with women anymore when it comes to on-camera stuff, because he just doesn't know how to handle himself.
You think that girl content always gotta be a thing? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like no cap, bro. Like, from that clip alone, whether it was a prank or not, if I'm being honest, from an outside perspective and somebody to be able to tell you what's real, that shit is crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although, how from your perspective, how may you want to see it and shit like that? Nigga, no. Fuck all of that shit. Here's my theory on it, right? Nigga, people already put you in a narrative of thinking that you be doing, like, shit with bitches and be getting sexual and shit and all that other shit.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kai, stop saving these niggas, gang. Like, I understand that shit, people's whatever. Like, you understand where niggas coming from, but, bro, Kai, just stop, bro. Like, you don't need none of that around your name, gang. You done survived all of these controversies and all that. You still where the fuck you at the top, bro. Stop saving these niggas. If these niggas want to be fucking weirdos like that, cut them. leave them.
You feel what I'm saying? So when they see you with a girl, they gonna put you in that narrative, and it's up to you if you want to be putting. If you want to keep doing the girl content and shit like that, if that's what you want Deshae to be known for,
32 ass crazy. My fault. I was reading the comments.
But bro, the shit with bitches and the girl content and shit don't gotta be done, bro. All that shit is not necessary.
But I find it quite ironic that he even televised this, what seems to be genuine conversation from ḻ�ᴜᴜ, trying to get him to understand that you are towing on a certain line and you are portraying an image where people will start to give you labels that are hard to beat, predatory labels, like labels that have you tied to abusers and things like that. The fact that he was willing to televise that is very content forward, content brain, and there's something that's not clicking up top. So it would make sense that he continues to find himself in these situations when it comes to young women and his inability to control himself. He's recently talked about how he was going to go to Kick in order to continue to do girl content because that's who Deshae Freaky Frost is.
I don't want to get banned because the shit that's gonna be happening is going to be some, I'm not lying, it's gonna be some freaky shit. I don't want to get banned. I talked to my Twitch rep, and she said there's a chance you're gonna get banned. But Kick said, yo, you can do this shit on our app, we can do that shit, and you can do more shit. You can be as wild as you want to, get lit.
Like, bro, and one ear out the fucking other, bro. Like, I was gonna say that, but I forgot. But bro, cause ever since that, cause this was like a minute ago. I think like last summer. Like, this nigga does not give a single fuck, bro. I think that's his only content because he don't have shit else. Even before he was streaming, I remember seeing his little videos on fucking YouTube where he would just be mad, freaked out with different Instagram bitches, bro. Kai, stop saving these niggas, bro. Stop trying to save these niggas. Like, crabs in a barrel, bro. Like, come on.
And do that shit. So I said, yo, I'm talking to him. I'm like, bae, fuck it.
And so all this shows to me is that this is somebody who is on an ego trip, who is power hungry, and who is flying too close to the sun. Somebody who continuously puts himself in these situations regardless of what sorts of backlash and what sorts of things that he may face and incur. And we have to ask ourselves, why? Why does he keep putting himself in these situations?
I've recently received 2 strikes on my channel. One warning strike, which is basically a strike with no penalty, and one actual strike, which is a strike that stops you from uploading for a week. And if you get another 2 within 3 months, then your channel is pretty much cooked. So January 1st, 2025, I released a video titled Deshae Frost Has a Huge Problem, where I took a deep dive into Deshae Frost content on his YouTube and Twitch. And the overall
and it's crazy. Shout out my man's camera. Shout out my man camera. You feel me? Shout out Cameron. You feel me? But he was like the first person I ever seen like really calling this nigga out for this shit. Like, I remember, I think this is how I found his channel. I think this is how a lot of people found his channel. But from him calling that nigga out for doing all that girl content, weird, freaky ass shit, gang. Like, that's crazy.
Video was me critiquing his content and pointing out the fact that he'll do anything for views, like sexualize his own family. And in the video, I took a look at Deshae's content from his past and from his present, and I used it as an example on why you shouldn't value views over everything else, because those views will drive you to do weird things. And after I uploaded the video, it was doing fine. Many people saw it, many people reacted to it. Deshae even reacted to it, and he didn't like the video, so him and his audience decided to mass report my video live on Twitch.
We're reporting that video! Report! This is harassment and bullying! This is harassing me! Dead ass! I don't give a fuck! That's harassing me!
You can't just send your audience to go mass report a video because you didn't like the video that was calling you out for doing the weird things that you did.
That video from friend of the show Cameron came out about a year ago, where he highlighted the fact that when he spoke out about Deshae Frost, he was packed up, given 2 warnings on his YouTube channel, or 2 strikes on his YouTube channel, 1 away from having his channel permanently deleted. He highlights the fact that there is a system in place in which Deshae Frost and his community have manipulated in order to have him be mass reported and gain said strikes. Cameron will put out another video talking about Deshae Frost, and underneath that same exact video, Deshae Frost himself even came out and commented that this video will somehow disappear too. Now, if you do scroll back on my channel and look for any Deshae Frost video talking about that same incident around that time, whether it be a critique of his content or a critique of the Target incident, you won't find it. And I can tell you why. It's because I went through the same exact things on this channel as well, along with some of our other peers in the the
That's
commentary
crazy.
space. What I'm trying to highlight and elaborate here is that there is a favoritism issue. All these things are true, but this highlights a system that enables the behavior from a Deshae Frost, not just controlled by the higher powers at YouTube that are the algorithm conglomerate. They're just taking in these mass reports and then delving out punishment as they see fit. Although I wish they would do a better job of, you know, navigating these things. It is what it is when it comes to the system there. The system that I'm more so referring to is the onlookers and the viewers of said situation. Look, you know your favorite creator, you know who he is. And this just isn't even about Deshae himself, but the general concept, but we'll focus on Deshae. You know that he is a very sex-hungry deviant who has women on his content, pressures them to drink, tries to force them in these situations, humps them, fakes head, and as we've seen this past weekend, even would go as far as to place hands on them. This is somebody who should have some level of accountability that far exceeds commentary videos on the YouTube platform. Yet for whatever reason, there are fans who have decided to take matters into their own hands and say that, hey, we're gonna scrub these things clean. We're not even gonna let people critique him fairly because we want this guy to succeed, even though he continuously puts them, the women and us in this cycle. Deshae Frost is an incubus with a streaming platform. Most of his content, especially the viral ones, are about him and women doing some sort of sexual endeavor and harassing it. And so anytime somebody calls him out or says something negatively about this, people flock to defend him to the point where they get these people off the platform, and that's just not right.
I ain't gonna lie, and I feel like them niggas that be still sitting there defending this nigga is low IQ individuals themselves. I was sitting here, like, during that moment, just sitting here thinking, like, who is this nigga's audience, bro? Like, I'm trying to think, like, is it, like, kids or teenagers? Because, surprisingly so, a lot of niggas that do his type of content, a lot of their fucking audience is children, bro. Like, kids. And then I'm trying to think, or maybe is it like the degen ass like young adults, like the niggas that just be on some fuck shit and probably would do the exact same shit that he do, or like the fucking like I don't know, but like they part of the problem too, bruh. Like, it's crazy how many people there is out here who have this nigga's exact mindset. Like, that's scary.
The system, the final missing piece of the puzzle. He's stuck doing these sexually deviant style things because there's always going to be somebody there to forgive him and go as far as to push down any naysayers. In each and every scandal, he comes out with an apology. He mentions God, saying that there's a lot weighing on him. There's so much drama surrounding him, manufactured or created by his own doings. I guess pivot his content by word, not by action. And then ultimately he'll end back up in that same cycle and same lane with the same audience carrying that motion and momentum time and time again. I just challenge the internet that at some point when it comes to these content creators and these streamers, especially the ones that are doing now criminal actions on camera, when are we going to change? You have your own definitions of grace and how you delve it out, but I would just ask you again, when will you change?
That nigga Ł_µ was spitting. Stop playing with him, bruh. W fucking video, bruh. Hey, man. Deshae Freaky Frost back at it again. It's crazy because this is an old video too. This is 6 days ago, and I've already heard people start talking about this shit. Like, it's crazy. W fucking video though, bro. Shout out Ł_µ, bro. That nigga need to become a fucking motivational speaker. That nigga can talk. I ain't gonna lie. Got me ready to start a protest or something.
Get them going, coughing up the slugs. Niggas full of money, don't steal, it's not enough. Going against the clock.